I'm a glass artist incorporating digitally etched imagery, but I was raised in a really primitive environment. I am the youngest child of Larry and Cheryl Olson, who were pioneers in the outdoor survival movement. They started many schools, and I worked for all of them since I was very young. A lot of what I learned from my dad was from a primitive aspect. Little Mousey comes along. So I'm not a big game hunter, not a professional angler, but I am a problem solver. Being able to think outside the box and just apply what I have to what I need is my biggest skill for sure. Collecting all these barrel cactus spines. This is my absolute favorite fish hook. I'm leaving behind my wife Delia and my son Osiris. My son is a huge motivation to take on this challenge. I want him to see his dad thrive in the outdoors and demonstrate my skills to the world. But there's definitely a lot at risk. My family reputation, my reputation. I mean, my dad is a legend, and he has really big shoes. I'm not trying to fill them, but they're there.
You got it.
Believe in you.
So ultimately, it's a competition with myself.
I come from a very unique place. I'm half Koikona Athabascan, but we call ourselves Dana. That's just the people.
There's something. Oh, yeah, beaver.
I was born in a cabin. My dad and my mom raised 14 kids out in the woods. Never saw another community till I was 15. When other people were going to school, I was hunting and trapping.
Found a porcupine den. There it is. I'm gonna get it. I just clubbed it.
Coming from a big fishing family, know the value of a fish net.
If you had a ball of twine, you can survive.
Our soul food is salmon, but we got cow moose in the winter and bear meat. That's our best food.
There was a grizzly out, and they get hungry in the winter. All right, gonna put her together.
Currently, I own an air charter business. It's a one-man show. I'm the pilot, I'm the mechanic, and I fly all over the state of Alaska.
I'm taking this adventure on for that $500,000 so I can buy a bigger airplane and provide better service to my village.
There you go. That is a war club.
I'm gonna miss my kids, my grandkids, but they understand that
I'm a ninja in the woods.
I was born into this, and I want to be the last one out for them.
We're going hunting. Name's Wyatt Black. We're good. I'm from Bracebridge, Ontario. I have a contracting company. There's dinner right there. The thing that makes me best suited for this challenge is my diversity. I'm not a master of anything. Anchor point, over. But I'm good at a lot of things. There we go. I can shoot a bow. My hunting is good. Camouflage. I've got my own honeybees. I preserve, I dry, I smoke. Boreal forest is like home. This is my world. I grew up hunting, fishing. Well, my father, my grandfather. It's the same forest that I go moose hunting in every year. I'm gonna find everything I need to find. I'm gonna find the fish. I'm gonna find the moose. I'm gonna find the squirrels. If I can't win this show here, I can't win it anywhere. It's my element. Love it. I'm a proud father of two wonderful boys. I've got a beautiful wife. I've been blessed, but I have not left a legacy. I would like to open a wilderness school. So that 500 grand, I'd like to sink into something that could truly make a bunch of other people's lives better. My humble abode. I've been cold before. I've been hungry before. The hardest thing I am gonna face out here is being alone. I plan on being out here till the end. Keeps that fire going good for it. And it ain't done until they hand me a check for 500 grand.
Good morning from Thunderhawk Mountain. I live in the Adirondack Mountains with my fiance, Brian, with the dogs, with the chickens, with the ducks, just keeping it simple. When I was young, I was a model, and it was an incredible time, 1980s in London, and I traveled the world. It was incredible, but it was a limited lifespan. So I started working behind the camera, becoming a child and baby wrangler on film, photographic, and advertising shoots. Got it. As my children became older, I had more time to myself. Yeah! And that's what really started me off on becoming more interested in wilderness survival.
Oh, yes!
I started honing my skills in fishing, harvesting animals, foraging wild edibles, building shelters, and traditional fire starting skills as fast as I could.
There we go.
I'm also co-owner of Thunderhawk Living History and Nature School. We teach 18th century history, the French and Indian War, the Revolutionary War, in a fully immersive state of period-correct personas and accoutrements. With life, there are things that you have to do first. You put yourself second, other people come first, and especially as a woman too. You know, I've been a mom, I've been a wife, I'm a partner, I'm an owner of a business. I sign up to Alone, all that goes out the window. It's all about me, and that is incredible. I've been trying to find my inner peace my whole life. I now have that time to become whatever it is I wanted to become. I know it's going to kick me in the ass, but I'm doing it, and I'm going to embrace every single second of it.
My name is Tarcísio Ramos dos Santos. My friends call me Taz. I'm a homesteader, and I work on a small farm to sustain myself.
Here's my house. It's a tree house.
But I grew up in Brazil, in a small fishing village. My whole childhood was hunting and fishing because there was no running water or electricity. Despite all the work, it was an adventure.
Here's where I grew up. Danger was around the corner all the time. Animal gets inside, but cannot leave. Anacondas, snakes, cougar, killer bees. There's thousands of ways for you to get injured, killed, poisoned. So my sense of the woods and what's around me, fresh track, is pretty high. I'm also a father of twins. They live in Brazil, although we are so far away. I'm pretty present in their lives. I want to do this because in order for my kids to come and live with me, I need a financial budget to give them the support they need to have a place to live. I have what it takes to not just survive, but to thrive. I'm willing to go as far as I can to win this.
I live this way all the time. My family homesteaded. We have stories beyond stories of living out in the wilderness and surviving off the land. I was raised that way. I was taught that way.
My playground was the mountains. The trees were my toys. I grew up on the back of a horse. I was feral and free my entire life.
We have fire.
I'm a really good hunter and a really good tracker.
We have a cow moose and a baby moose, which is actually potentially really dangerous.
I can identify plants like no other.
Pine needles, chew on those a little bit just to break the oils up. You want the oils to come out. I did teach school, teaching special education, and
After I had my 5th child, I retired from teaching and became a cattle rancher.
and was in a farming accident. I was thrown from a piece of farming equipment, and I flew about 30 feet in the air and severed every single thing in my entire leg. The recovery process took a long time. Came to a dark place where I thought my life was over with.
Something in me told me to start fighting, and I did, and I got back up and I started fighting and I fought.
It took me 3 years to be able to get to the point to where I could actually get up and start taking care of myself again.
Some people might not see this as a skill, but to me, my biggest skill is my stubbornness.
Look at that, baby.
I fight tooth and nail to the death for everything I do.
There you are. Bye, guys. Love you. Love you.
I plan on being out here longer than anybody else. I don't quit anything.
Behind me here, I have a cattail swamp. Lots of different uses in a survival situation.
I'm a high school teacher.
Here's where it all happens.
I teach outdoor education, social studies, and English. There's nothing special about me. I'm not a military survival expert. I don't own my own outdoor school, but I've been preparing for this experience since I was a kid. And I'm a guy that loves being outside, has a passion for bow hunting. I've competed quite a bit in archery. I really love fishing. I'm strong-willed, and I love bushcraft.
We have a camp mallet or cougar bonker.
When I'm in the bush alone, I feel like my senses just ignite, and I feel like I belong.
Just beautiful, absolutely gorgeous.
I have a bit of a home court advantage. I've lived in areas of Canada that are very similar to northern Saskatchewan.
Delicious, this is really good.
My wife and my kids support me and are behind me 100%. And the $500,000, I definitely put it to good use to help out my kids through their education.
Cheers, Al. Cheers,
Cheers to alone.
Being on alone is the ultimate adventure challenge, and it's going to test the skills that I teach.
Yes!
I'm going in with that mindset of it's not going to be easy, and I'm expecting hardship, but I'm actually looking forward to see how far I can push that suffering. I'm hoping to be the first teacher to win.
Get those arms out. Okay, now got the squirrel. I am a organic farmer. Farming, it's a lot of work. It's sun up to sundown. Every year is different. Some years you have a lot of rain, you might have an early frost. You gotta think on your feet. Ingenuity is my secret power. Look at, did you see my coat? I coated that in birch oil. It's waterproof. I mean, this coat, oh, it's like cigar. It's like, it smells really good, I think. I've got a lot of things going for me. I'm a quick shot with the bow. I can tan hide, smoke hide. I know what I'm doing when I get into the animal. I know all my plants. Right here, staghorn sumac. I'm small, my metabolism is kind of light. The shelter is pretty much finished. I live in a wonderful place with a wonderful guy named Tom. Hi! Oh, there you are, cleaning in Northern. My daughter, her name is Saffron. Sometimes she's my rock. She's her own independent person and she's doing pretty well. The money would bring opportunities. You don't make a lot of money farming. It would be nice to get a better water system and be able to hire someone to work our store. I am 56, even though my mind just says I'm still 20. That's a pretty nice shrimp. People see like this older lady, they don't see what's underneath. I've been training for this basically my whole life. Never leave home without an axe. I've always been driven, I'm competitive, and I'm gonna be there for as long as it takes.
I started hunting before I could even really remember learning how to hunt. I love the outdoors and I love the animals because not only do they literally feed my family, they also pay my bills. The deeper these tracks are, the more open they look. Obviously, the fresher they're gonna be. I've guided anything that you can legally hunt in the Rocky Mountains for over 10 years. Good Lord, what a beautiful bull. I take anybody who wants to see the deep, dark woods where other people don't get to go. I've been blessed to be able to make hunting my profession, but it keeps me away from my family quite a bit. Yeah. I live in a cabin with my wife and my son. I'm definitely gonna miss him like crazy. He's 2 years old, he's growing, he's different every day, but I have confidence going into it because I'm gone for about 3 months of the year, and I know what it's like to miss all the important things at home and get back and know that they're still there. If I won the $500,000, I would really like to start a horse camp for children with learning disabilities and put them on little pack trips and give them a sense of responsibility and get them outdoors. I think maybe that's something that's lost nowadays. Going into this competition, I didn't gain any weight because I do not believe this is a starving competition. So I'm gonna hunt as hard as I can, fish as hard as I can.
I love you.
And I feel extremely confident I'll come out successful.
This is my bushcraft toilet. Now, it's all alone, and we're gonna need a little privacy for this one.
I'm a carpenter. I can build anything from anything. Pretty much jack of all trades.
Got our pot grill set.
I've been preparing for this basically my whole life. My tracking, hunting, fishing skills came deep from childhood.
Got us a bass, looky there.
Growing up, we had no power, no water for years and years and years.
And there you have it, fire.
We went out and collected rainwater and had to hunt and forage and stuff for food.
There's the rat trap. He's gonna come in here and he's gonna get right in. There it is. Got him. Look.
Oh. Got a beautiful wife, 5 kids that are just amazing. But the most profound reason that I'm doing this is for my son, Nikolai.
There you go.
He's actually on the autism spectrum.
With $500,000, I would be able to give him all the therapy he needs to help him lead a better life.
This is seriously a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to change my life, change my family's life, and I will give it 110% everything I have.
I love you, Hazel.